Young people across Wales have gathered here for a climate change conference today. Each of them will act as a different country to make the debate seem as realistic as possible.
Okay, so today we're Size of Wales and CUIC, who are the Welsh Centre for International Affairs Education partner, have organised a mock COP, which is a mock conference, a UN conference that is going on in December, where the United Nations and international countries will be coming together to try to debate climate change and to try to tackle climate change, hopefully getting a legally binding agreement. So today we've got loads of students from all across Wales, and they've all come together. They're all representing different countries, and they're going to debate how they can try and tackle climate change and what their priorities are as different countries. We have countries such developing countries like Guyana or Uganda, and we also have some of the more developed countries and the more economically strong countries like Russia and the United States all debating, so it's very interesting.
And so what's it all in aid of? Why get all these school children together to discuss environmental issues like this?
So we really want to raise awareness for climate change and give the students a really good experience of what goes on at the top level, because I think a lot of people don't realise what happens in these debates. You might know it's happening, but you don't know what's going on and how complex it is. And if by teaching these students and helping them get that experience, hopefully they'll be able to appreciate that, and then they would be able to support what's going on in the climate change conference.
We're here because we want to get involved in more things for school, and it's representing our school very well. There's 2 teams from our school, so we're only one of them.
I think it's important because we get to learn a lot, and it's widens my view on things, and mixing with other schools is really good. It's been really good so far. It is really good. Yeah, it's really fun to debate with the other schools. So.
Yeah.
I think it's important, obviously, because it does make you think about things that you who at school now is thinking about things like this, but it is such an important thing, and we do really need to actually force ourselves to think about it.
And how have you enjoyed today?
It's been good. Yeah.
Well, I've been the Secretary General of the United Nations for a day, chairing a debate that's brought schools from across Wales here to the Senedd to have a mock COP. So the COP21, which is the climate change debate, the UN climate change debate in Paris at the beginning of December, we've brought schools together today to have a debate just to mirror what's going to go on in Paris. And of course, also very sadly to recognise the horrible atrocities that happened in Paris over the weekend. So we had a minute's silence as part of that. But it's been a really inspiring debate that we've had through the morning.
And why do you think it's so important to gather, especially young people, to discuss these kind of issues?
Well, it's going to be the young people, it's going to be the future generations who are going to be most impacted by climate change, but it's also going to be the young people who will be able to make the biggest changes to the world. And we need to make sure their voice is heard here in Wales through today, but also their voice is heard at Paris as well, because the Paris Convention is about future generations. It must be the biggest factor affecting the well-being of future generations, our climate change.
And what's it been like? How have you enjoyed today?
It's been absolutely amazing. The standard of debate with young people from around Wales has just been amazing. Really brilliant, thinking on their feet, responding, their knowledge of the issues, their passion for the issues, their ability to reflect the interests and the issues of specific countries that they were representing, whether that was Uganda or the Philippines, or whether it was China or the United States or the Maldives. They were able to put themselves in the position of that country and enter into the debate very, very effectively.
The actual Paris conference will take place in the first 2 weeks of December. This is Laura Allen from Cardiff Bay for Hello Cardiff.